did you come in? Oh, you did. It's me, Edith. Oh, it's you. Oh, you sounded like your Uncle Archie. I got lady fingers for you.
No, thanks.
Oh, they're big. They could be lady thumbs.
No, thanks.
Well, what's the matter?
Nothing.
Did something go wrong at school?
No.
Oh, come on. You were sad about something.
I'm happy.
Oh, no, you ain't. Come on, tell me.
I'm lucky. All the other kids have to find songs to sing and poems to recite, but not me.
What are you talking about?
They're getting ready for Parents and Children's Night, so that lets me out.
Why?
Because I don't have any parents.
Oh, of course you do. Well, you got me and Archie. As long as you're living here, we're your mommy and daddy. I'm the mommy. Oh, I could be in the show with you if you want. I could sing. I knew you'd like that. Now, let's see, what'll we do? Oh, I know, little glowworm. Oh, they love this. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. Come on and sing. It don't matter if you don't know it. Just do what I do and you'll be perfect. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer, glow, little glowworm.
Give me a break over here, will you? Edith, Cos.
Hi,
Geez, I feel like I've been gunned down here. What the hell is this? The singing dingbats?
Guess what?
Oh, geez, well, I guessed that. Where?
At school for Parent and Children's Night.
Edith, the two of you ain't gonna go out there and sing that in front of the world, man? In front of all them parents, their other acquaintances and neighbors and near neighbors?
Yeah,
Oh.
and in front of you.
Oh, no. Not me. I ain't gonna be there, Edith.
Oh, yes, you are.
I ain't gonna be there, Edith. In fact, you might as well run out and buy me some chopsticks.
What for?
Because if you two go on with this in public, I'm gonna be hiding in China.
Edith's singing isn't so bad.
Thank you.
You're young yet there, kiddo. Your ears haven't opened fully.
Why do you always make jokes about Aunt Edith singing?
They ain't jokes. Them is serious cries from the heart.
You always said you liked my singing when you was courting me.
Oh, well, Edith, geez. If everybody told the truth while they was courting, there wouldn't be no marriages.
Archie, me and Steffi are gonna practice. You're gonna be proud of us, ain't you?
Proud of you? If you really go on with this thing, Edith, I'm liable to go out and change my name.
Archie, people love it. That's entertainment.
Entertainment, I hate entertainment. Entertainment is a thing of the past. Today we got television.
Can we do this one, Aunt Edith? Sister Kate.
Oh, yeah. Remember Sister Kate, Archie?
Oh, yeah, that was that dumb movie about nuns starring Ingrid Bernstein.
No, this is a good song. Now, We're gonna start, and we're gonna practice night and day so we get every note perfect.
Oh, good.
Went to a dance with my sister Kay. Everyone there said she danced so great. I realized
I hope you're noting this down, Lord. I'm paying for sins here. Listen, I couldn't go to that thing even if I wanted to. Suppose we get busy in here tonight.
I can handle it. I think you want to go to the school show.
I hate school shows. I hated school shows ever since I was this high. God, will I ever forget them. There was always some kid pounding a piano. And there was always some four-eyed sissy torturing a violin. And some fat slob reciting three. And then there was always the black kid singing My Yiddish Mama.
Hey, come on, Arch. I got the cards ready.
Okay, I'll be right with you there.
What's going on?
Oh, this guy thinks he's gonna take some money off me.
Yeah, come on, get your dollar up.
Where the hell is yours?
All right, here. Here it
Let's
is.
get it up. There's
Okay.
mine. All right, what do we do?
All right, now, here's a pair of kings.
Yeah.
Here's a pair of queens.
Yeah.
Which pair do you take?
Are you kidding?
No.
Which pair do I take? I'd take this pair.
And I take this pair.
What the hell are you laughing at there? Wait a minute, what kind of a gag is this?
There's no gag. You had your choice.
All right. Well, I want another choice.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes, I want a retained match. Come on,
no,
get a
come on.
dollar up there.
Oh, well, I'm being coerced.
Yeah, all right, go ahead. Now, what do we do?
All right, now, like I said before, here's a pair of kings.
I see them there.
And here's a pair of
I
queens.
see the queen, yeah.
All right, which pair do you take?
Yeah, oh, hold it, wise guy. What do you think? I just drove in from Long Island on a load of turnips. This time you go first. Which pair do you take?
I take this pair.
This is supposed to give a chance. Well, you deal me a hand, you keep a hand yourself there.
Oh, wait a minute, I
change
got another
cards.
one.
Never
I got
mind the
another
other
one.
one. Yeah, just a minute.
I tell you what.
What do you want?
It's for you.
Just a minute. I don't want the other one. I want the same one. I'll be back with you in a minute there. Wise guy. Hello. Oh, hello there, Rosemary.
Stephanie!
What's up, yous? Yeah, what do you want?
Something awful's happened. Aunt Edith can't sing.
Well, who said she ever could?
I mean, she lost her voice, and the show's tonight, and she sounds terrible.
Well, wait a minute, kiddo. Don't be upset. See, your Aunt Edith ain't lost her voice. That is her voice.
No, I mean, she can't talk either. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out. Listen.
Is that you, Edith?
I can't talk.
See?
She sounds like she's in a bottle. Well, all right, but what does she want me to do, huh? Friedman's Pharmacy. Pick up a prescription there. All right, tell her I'll do that. I'll be right home. Goodbye.
What happened, Arch?
There's something wrong with Edith. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out.
Hey, better hurry home so you can enjoy it.
Oh, yeah, but gee, I hope it ain't that old trouble coming back, you know? Oh, gee, then it would be a kind of an emergency. I don't know what to do. Could you lend me a deuce for a cab, huh?
Oh, sure, Arch.
Oh, yeah?
Here.
Oh, gee, God bless you. But I think I'll walk. I ate it there. I'm home with your medicine here. Well, it's a new approach. Did Dr. Shapiro call you from his club or from his Lincoln Continental? Yeah, but he examined you over the phone as usual, huh? Yeah, I hope he give us a discount for distance. Listen, I want to take a look at your throat, Edith. Don't open up your mouth there. Oh, geez, it looks terrible in there, Edith. Give me an ah. She writes me an ah. Edith, listen. This could be serious, you know. I mean, maybe we ought to take you to see some kind of specialist. Can you remember what brung it on? No, don't write it, Edith. Can't you just tell me? No, you can't talk. Oh, well, do what you've done before on the phone, you know. Hiss it at me. The doctor says no whispering. Yeah, well, all right, go ahead. Write it out to me. Go on.
Is that okay?
What the hell are we doing here? Edith, will you stifle your soap over there? Let me read that. Bring it over to me. What the hell she's got here? This thing happened once before in our family. In 1943. In 1943, my Aunt Lou and Uncle Dalton was collecting rubber and tin cans for the scrap drive to win the war in Brooklyn. While I was crossing Flatbush Avenue, it was at the corner of DeKalb and Flatbush. It was very suspenseful. Only Aunt Lou knew the DeKalb Avenue trolley was bearing down on them. Couldn't Dalton hear the damn thing? Oh, Uncle Dalton was hard of hearing. Aunt Lou had lost her voice. What a perfect pair. So she couldn't warn him. All of a sudden, what? They was hit by the trolley. killed, I hope. Aunt Lou was killed. She got her voice back? Yeah. Well, Dalton at least was killed. He got cauliflower ears. He got his hearing back. Oh, Jesus. Edith, where does all this leave us with regards to the question here at hand? The question was, how did you lose your voice? Don't write it, Edith. I don't care no more.
Hi, Uncle Archie.
Well, we're talking here.
Are you any better, Aunt Edith?
No, she ain't no better, no. You hear that cough there? That's the smog over New York does that, see? And she ain't liable to be better soon, either. A thing like this could take 2 or 3 days, maybe a year.
Then we can't be in the show tonight?
Well, don't look so chest-fallen about it. That means that tomorrow morning you won't wake up dying of shame. Yeah? You stay home tonight and you watch TV. That's the best thing to do. Hey, I see by the guide there that there's a good animal show on, you know, with that kindly old gent Marlin's Pecos. You watch that. He's going to show you how an anaconda snake can swallow a whole Brazilian soldier.
I have an idea. You and me will go to the show. I will sing alone. You will play the piano. But Dr. Shapiro says you shouldn't go out. I don't think he'd like it either. Uncle Archie wouldn't like it. So what? So what?
Are you stuck?
Yeah.
You don't know how to play this game, do you?
What do you mean?
Don't you know that if you sit stuck here for 30 seconds or more, you're allowed to lift out the first down card? 3 of clubs, play it on the red 4, huh?
That's cheating.
No, it ain't. That's 1978 rules. Here's your 2 bottles of rye here, Harry.
You could have been a sport. When Edith fell out, you could have took her place and sung a little song with the kid.
Did that. Sorry, dear. Let me tell you something. I'm a businessman, see? In this world, it's to each its own. And I don't sing, Sinatra don't sell beer.
Well, there's lots of parents there tonight taking pride in their kids.
You don't understand me. This kid I got with me sings terrible.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. She's from Edith's side of the family, ain't she? Lord knows they all sing terrible over there. And then I got a clue myself the other night, see? She's up in the bathtub. She sits down, and the water's too hot. She lets out a high note that went through my head like a nail.
Archie, guess what?
I can guess you got your voice back.
Oh, yeah, like Aunt Lou when she got hit by the trolley.
What hit you?
The show. Stephanie sang all by herself, and she won first prize. Look.
Hey, how's about Steffi doing a number for us?
No.
Yeah, come on.
Hey, that some of the customers might desire otherwise, you know. Why don't you shut up?
Because I'm a 40-60 partner.
Oh, yeah? Well, when they flop over there, you take over 40% of my humiliation.
I wish that I could shimmy like my sister Kate. She shivers like a jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Sister Kate so right. Well, every boy in our neighborhood, he knows that she can shimmy and it's understood. I know I'm late, but I'll be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. I wish that I could shimmy like my sister Kate. She shivers like a jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Katie so right. At the corner she goes boom, shakalaka, boom, shakalaka, very hot. The other boys in our neighborhood know she shakes it, oh, woo, and it's good. I know I'm late, but I'll be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate.
Could I have a little privacy here, huh?
I'll give you 60%.
Thanks a lot. Is that what you done at your school? Is that the way you done it over there with the shakalak, all of that? Did they clap for you there like they done here? Well, it was pretty good. And I gotta tell you something. I'm very sorry that I didn't go to the school to see you.
The evening air in the living room was thick with a sweet, heavy scent of nostalgia as the melody began to drift from the piano keys. It was a tune that carried the weight of decades, a song that spoke of a time when the world seemed simpler and the lines of life were drawn with more certainty. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played, those songs that made the hit parade. It was a memory of a golden era where music had a soul and every rhythm told a story of hope. Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. There was a sense of belonging in those lyrics, a feeling that you knew exactly where you stood in the grand scheme of things. Girls were girls, and men were men. It was a world of clear identities and shared values. Mister, we could use a man like Herman Hoover again. In those times, there was no need for a welfare state because everybody pulled his weight and took pride in their own labor. Even the old Los Alamos ran great back then. Those were the days that lived in the heart, echoing through the halls of a home filled with history. In the warmth of the kitchen, Edith was busy with her chores, her voice calling out with a gentle, airy quality that always seemed to float through the house. She called for Archie, wondering if he had come in through the door. "Archie, did you come in?" She asked the empty air, her heart hopeful for his presence. When she finally saw a figure, she realized it was not the man she expected. "Oh, it is you," she said with a soft laugh of realization. "You sounded just like your Uncle Archie for a moment." She had been preparing something special, a treat to brighten the afternoon. "I got lady fingers for you," she offered with a bright smile. When the response was a quiet refusal, Edith looked at the treats in her hand. "Oh, they are big," she remarked with a chuckle. "They could almost be lady thumbs." But even the humor could not mask the sudden cloud of sadness that had gathered in the room. Edith set the plate down, her brow furrowed with concern. "Well, what is the matter?" she asked, her voice dropping to a tender whisper. She wondered if something had gone wrong at school, but the answer was a simple no. Edith was not convinced. "Oh, come on," she urged. You're sad about something." The reply was a brave attempt at a smile, an insistence of being happy, but Edith saw right through it. "Oh, no, you're not," she countered gently. "Come on, tell me what is troubling your heart." The truth finally came out, wrapped in a blanket of perceived luck and hidden sorrow. "I am lucky," the young voice said, noting how all the other children had to find songs to sing and poems to recite for the upcoming event. But for this child, there was no such requirement. "They're getting ready for Parents and Children Night," the voice explained, "so that lets me out." When Edith asked why, the answer was a heartbreakingly simple realization of loss. "Because I do not have any parents." The silence that followed was brief, as Edith immediately moved to fill the void with love. "Oh, of course you do," she exclaimed, her heart reaching out. "Well, you have got me and Archie. As long as you are living here, we are your mommy and daddy. I am the mommy." She wanted to make sure there was no doubt about the family they had built together. She offered to be in the show, to stand on that stage and sing alongside the child she loved so dearly. "I knew you would like that," she said, seeing the spark of hope return. "Now let us see. What shall we do?" An idea struck her, a classic that always brought joy. "Oh, I know. Little Glowworm. Oh, they love this one." Edith began to sing, her voice quavering with a sincere, if not entirely melodic, enthusiasm. "Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer." She encouraged the child to join in, telling her that it did not matter if she did not know the words yet. "Just do what I do and you will be perfect," she promised. They practiced together, their voices rising and falling in the quiet house. "Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer." Edith felt they were standing too far apart for the performance. "We want to hear your sweet voice," she said. "It is calling to us." Suddenly, the front door opened and Archie walked in, his presence immediately changing the energy of the room. He looked at the scene before him with a mixture of confusion and mild irritation. "Give me a break over here, will you?" he grumbled, calling out the names of the children as he set his things down. "Hi, Archie," Edith greeted him, but Archie was focused on the noise. "I feel like I have been gunned down here," he said, his voice echoing. "What the hell is this? The singing dingbats?" Edith, undeterred, shared the news about the school show for Parent and Children Night. Archie's reaction was immediate and firm. 2 years. You are not going to go out there and sing that in front of the world," he declared. He imagined the audience of parents, acquaintances, neighbors, and near neighbors, and the thought was more than he could bear. "Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I am not going to be there," he insisted. When Edith told him he most certainly would be, he doubled down on his refusal. "In fact, you might as well run out and buy me some chopsticks," he joked sourly. "Because if you two go on with this in public, I am going to be hiding in China." Young Stephanie tried to defend her aunt, saying that Aunt Edith's singing was not so bad. Edith thanked her, but Archie was not finished. "You are young yet there, kiddo," he said to Stephanie. "Your ears have not opened fully." Stephanie asked why he always made jokes about Aunt Edith singing. "They are not jokes," Archie replied with a sigh. "They are my serious cries from the heart." Edith reminded him that he used to say he liked her singing when he was courting her. Archie scoffed at the memory. "Oh, well, Edith, if everybody told the truth while they were courting, there would not be any marriages." Edith and Stephanie decided to ignore the grumbling and continue their practice. "You are going to be proud of us, are you not?" Edith asked. Archie's response was a dramatic groan. "Proud of us? If you really go on with this thing, Edith, I am liable to go out and change my name." But Edith believed in the power of the performance. "Archie, people love it," she insisted. "That is entertainment." To which Archie replied with his signature disdain, "Entertainment? I hate entertainment. Entertainment is a thing of the past. Today, we have television." Stephanie suggested another song, one called Sister Kate. Edith remembered it fondly and asked Archie if he recalled it as well. Archie's memory was different, thinking it was a movie about nuns starring Ingrid Bernstein. But Edith corrected him, saying it was a good song, and they were going to practice it night and day until every note was perfect. They began to sing together, their voices intertwining. Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said she danced all great. Archie looked toward the ceiling, as if speaking to a higher power. I hope you are noting this down, Lord, he muttered. I am paying for sins here. As they continued, Archie added, I realized I am paying for two. The practice went on, the lyrics repeating as they sought perfection. Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said she danced all great. I realized I am paying for two. Then I got lost to something new. The repetition seemed to grate on Archie's nerves, but he could not stop the momentum of their excitement. He tried to excuse himself, saying he could not go to the show even if he wanted to, because he was supposed to be busy at the bar. Edith told him she could handle the house and that deep down, she thought he wanted to go to the school show. Archie exploded at the suggestion. I hate school shows, he shouted. I have hated school shows ever since I was this high. He recalled the memories of kids pounding pianos, sissy boys with violins, and the inevitable performances that he found so tiresome. Later that evening, Archie was at the bar, trying to find some solace in a game of cards with Harry. This guy thinks he is going to take some money off me, Archie said, challenging Harry to put his dollar up. They looked at the cards, a pair of kings and a pair of queens. Archie offered Harry a choice, but then grew suspicious of the laughter. What the hell are you laughing at there? He asked. What kind of a gag is this? Harry insisted there was no gag, and that Archie had made his choice. Archie demanded another round, feeling coerced but unwilling to back down. They went through the process again, showing the kings and queens. Which pair do you take? Archie asked, trying to be the wise guy. He claimed he had just driven in on a load of turnips, a common phrase for being naive, but he was determined to win this time. In the middle of the game, the phone rang. Archie answered it, his voice gruff.
Hello, he said.
It was Rosemary calling for Stephanie. Archie told them to shut up and asked what was wanted. The news was dire. Something awful has happened, the voice on the other end said. Aunt Edith cannot sing. Archie, never one to miss a chance for a jab, replied, well, who said she ever could? But the situation was serious. She had lost her voice entirely. The show was that night, and she sounded terrible. Archie tried to stay calm, telling the child not to be upset. He joked that Edith had not lost her voice, but that what they were hearing was her actual voice. But the child insisted she could not even talk. When she opens her mouth, nothing comes out, she explained. Archie listened as the phone was held up to Edith. He heard a strange, hollow sound. Is that you, Edith?
He asked.
The sound that came back was a raspy, silent struggle. She sounds like she is in a bottle, Archie noted. He was told to pick up a prescription at Friedman's pharmacy. He promised to do it and head home immediately. When Harry asked what happened, Archie explained that something was wrong with Edith, and she could not speak. Harry joked that he should hurry home so she could enjoy the silence, but Archie was genuinely worried. I hope it is not that old trouble coming back, he said. He felt it might be an emergency, and even asked Harry for a couple of dollars for a cab. Harry agreed, but Archie, perhaps feeling the weight of the moment, decided to walk instead. When Archie arrived home, he found Edith waiting. I am home with your medicine here, he announced. He wondered if Dr. Shapiro had called from his expensive club or his fancy car to give an exam over the phone. I hope he gave us a discount for the distance, Archie grumbled. He told Edith to open her mouth so he could look at her throat. It looks terrible in there, Edith, he said. He asked her to give him an ah, but she could only write the sound on a piece of paper. Archie became increasingly concerned. This could be serious, he said. Maybe we ought to take you to see some kind of specialist. He asked her if she could remember what brought this on. He told her not to write it, but then realized she truly could not speak. Well, do what you have done before on the phone, he suggested. Hiss it at me. But the doctor had forbidden even whispering. Edith began to write out a long explanation. Archie waited impatiently. What the hell are we doing here? He asked, telling her to stifle herself and bring the paper over. He began to read the story of something that had happened in their family back in 1943. Back in 1943, Archie read, his voice taking on a storytelling quality. My Aunt Lou and Uncle Dalton were collecting rubber and tin cans for the scrap drive to win the war in Brooklyn. While they were crossing Flatbush Avenue, at the corner of DeKalb and Flatbush, a very suspenseful thing happened. Only Aunt Lou knew that the DeKalb Avenue trolley was bearing down on them. Archie paused, wondering why Uncle Dalton had not heard the trolley. Oh, Uncle Dalton was hard of hearing, he read, and Aunt Lou had lost her voice. What a perfect pair. Since she could not speak, she could not warn him. All of a sudden, they were hit by the trolley. Archie asked if they were killed, but the story took a strange turn. Aunt Lou was killed, but in that final moment, she got her voice back. Uncle Dalton survived, but he got cauliflower ears and somehow regained his hearing. Archie was baffled by the story. Edith, where does all this leave us with regards to the question here at hand? He asked. The question was how she had lost her voice in the first place. Edith began to cry, and Archie felt a pang of guilt. I do not care anymore, he said softly, trying to comfort her. Just then, Stephanie came in and asked if Aunt Edith was any better. Archie told her she was not, blaming the smog over New York for the persistent cough. He suggested it could take days or even a year for her voice to return. Stephanie was heartbroken. Then we cannot be in the show tonight? She asked. Archie tried to cheer her up in his own way.
Do not look so downcast about it, he said.
It means that tomorrow morning you will not wake up feeling ashamed. He suggested they stay home and watch television instead. He mentioned an animal show where a snake might swallow a soldier, thinking that would be entertaining. But Stephanie had another idea. You and me will go to the show, she suggested to Archie. I will sing alone, and you'll play the piano. Archie was quick to point out that the doctor did not want Edith going out, and he certainly did not want to go himself. Later, Archie was back at the bar, feeling the weight of the day. He was talking to Harry about the situation. You could have been a sport, Harry said. When Edith fell ill, you could have taken her place and sung a little song with the kid. Archie dismissed the idea. I am a businessman, Harry, and in this world, it is to each his own. I do not sing, so I do not have to worry about selling beer. Harry pointed out that many parents were at the school taking pride in their children. Archie argued that Stephanie was not a good singer. This kid I have with me sings terrible, he claimed. She is a sign of the family, and they all sing terrible over there. He recalled a moment earlier when Edith was in the bathtub and let out a high note that went through his head like a nail. Suddenly, Edith and Stephanie burst into the bar. Archie, guess what? Edith cried out, her voice fully returned. Archie was shocked. I can guess you got your voice back, he said. He compared it to Aunt Lou getting hit by the truck, asking what had hit Edith. The show hit me, Edith explained happily. Stephanie sang all by herself and she won first prize. The bar patrons were curious and wanted to hear the performance. How about Stephanie doing a number for us? Harry suggested. Archie tried to protest, saying the customers might not want to hear it, but Harry reminded him that he was a 40-60 partner. Stephanie took her place, and the room went quiet as she began to sing and dance. I wish that I could shimmy like my sister Kate, she sang with a newfound confidence. She shivered like a jelly on a plate. The lyrics told the story of a girl named Kate who knew how to dance better than anyone else in the neighborhood. Every boy in our neighborhood knows that she can shimmy, and it is understood. Stephanie moved with rhythm, her voice clear and bright. I know I am late, but I will be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. She repeated the chorus, her energy infectious. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Katie so right. At the corner she goes boom, shaka-laka baka, boom, shaka-laka baka. The crowd in the bar began to cheer. She shook it, and it was good. I know I am late, but I will be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. The performance was a triumph, and even Archie could not hide the look of surprise on his face. When it was over, Archie asked for a little privacy, offering Harry 60% just to have a moment alone with the girls. Is that what you did at your school? He asked Stephanie, referring to the dance moves and the singing. Did they clap for you there like they did here? Stephanie nodded, saying it was pretty good. Archie looked at her, his tough exterior softening for a brief second. I have to tell you something, he said quietly. I am very sorry that I did not go to the school to see it. It was a rare moment of vulnerability and regret, a recognition of the family bond that held them all together despite the grumbling and the noise. The day had been filled with song, silence, and stories of the past, but in the end, it was the shared joy of a young girl's success that brought them all home. The golden light of the late afternoon filtered through the lace curtains of the living room, casting long, dancing shadows across the worn wooden floor. It was a house that breathed with the memories of decades, a place where the air itself seemed to hum with the echoes of 1,000 conversations. On the piano bench, two souls sat side by side, their voices rising in a harmony that was perhaps less than perfect in technical execution but absolute in its heartfelt sincerity. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played, they sang, their voices intertwining like ivy on an old brick wall. They sang of songs that made the hit parade, of a time when the world felt smaller, simpler, and perhaps a little more certain. Guys like us, we had it made, they continued, the nostalgia thick enough to touch. Those were the days. The melody carried a bittersweet longing for an era where you knew where you were then, when girls were girls and men were men. They reached the part where they called out for a leader of the past, declaring that we could use a man like Herman Hoover again. In their shared memory, they did not need a welfare state because everybody pulled his weight. To them, even the old Los Alamos ran great. They finished with a final, resonant chord, were the days. In the kitchen, the clatter of plates and the rhythmic hum of a domestic routine provided a backdrop to the lingering music. Edith called out, her voice high and bright, announcing her presence. I am in the kitchen, Archie, she said, her tone filled with a habitual cheerfulness.
Oh, Archie. Archie,
did you come in? There was a pause as she listened for the familiar, heavy footfall of her husband. Oh, you did. It is me, I did it. A young girl looked up, her expression a mixture of surprise and mild amusement. Oh, it is you, she remarked. Oh, you sounded like your Uncle Archie. Edith beamed, holding out a plate with a flourish. I got lady fingers for you, she offered, her eyes twinkling with the simple joy of sharing a treat. The girl shook her head gently. No, thanks, she replied. Edith, ever the optimist, held them closer. Oh, they are big, she insisted. They could be lady thumbs. No, thanks, the girl repeated, her voice trailing off into a quiet somberness. Edith paused, her motherly intuition immediately sensing the shift in the atmosphere. Well, what is the matter? She asked, her voice softening. Nothing, the girl answered too quickly. Did something go wrong at school? Edith probed, leaning in with genuine concern. No, the girl said again. Oh, come on, Edith encouraged, placing a gentle hand on her shoulder.
You are sad about something.
I am happy, the girl insisted, though her eyes told a different story. Oh, no, you are not, Edith countered gently. Come on, tell me. I am lucky, the girl said, her voice small. All the other kids have to find songs to sing and poems to recite. But not me. Edith frowned, puzzled by the logic.
What are you talking about? She asked.
They're getting ready for Parents and Children Night, the girl explained, looking down at her hands. So that lets me out. Edith felt a sharp pang of sympathy in her chest.
Why?
She asked, though she already knew the answer. Because I do not have any parents, the girl whispered. Oh, of course you do, Edith said firmly, her voice overflowing with warmth. Well, you got me and Archie. As long as you are living here, we are your mommy and daddy. I am the mommy. She paused, a bright idea lighting up her face. Oh, I could be in the show with you if you want. I could sing. I knew you would like that. The girl looked up, a glimmer of hope appearing in her eyes. Edith, sensing the opportunity to turn sadness into joy, clapped her hands together. Now let us see. What shall we do? Oh, I know. Little Glowworm. Oh, they love this. She began to sing, her voice wavering but enthusiastic. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. She nudged the girl playfully. Come on and sing. It does not matter if you do not know it. Just do what I do, and you will be perfect. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. As they practiced, their voices growing stronger with every repetition, they did not notice the front door opening. "We are standing too far," Edith remarked, lost in the performance. "We want to hear your sweet voice. It is calling us. Give me a break over here, will you?" A gruff voice interrupted, cutting through the musical moment like a dull saw. "Aiden, Aiden, Carson, Carson, Carson," the man muttered as he walked in, tossing his hat aside. "Hi, Archie," the girl said, her mood immediately shifting back to the reality of the household hierarchy. "Geez, I feel like I've been gunned down here," Archie grumbled, rubbing his ears as if they were physically wounded. "What the hell is this? The singing dingbats?" "Oh, guess what?" Edith chirped, undeterred by his sour mood. "Well, I guess that," Archie retorted. "Where?" "At school," Edith explained, her excitement bubbling over. "For parents and children night." Archie stopped in his tracks, his face contorting into a mask of pure disbelief. 2 years, you are not going to go out there and sing that in front of the world, he declared. In front of all them parents, their other acquaintances and neighbors and near neighbors. And in front of you. "Oh, no," Edith began to protest. "Oh, no." Archie cut her off.
Oh no.
"I am not going to be there, Rita." "Oh, yes, you are," Edith insisted. "I am not going to be there, Rita," Archie repeated, his voice rising in stubborn finality. "In fact, you might as well run out and buy me some chopsticks." "What for?" Edith asked, genuinely confused. "Because if you two go on with this in public, I am going to be hiding in China," Archie said, collapsing into his favorite chair with a theatrical groan. "Aunt Edith's singing is not so bad," the girl said, coming to her defense. "Thank you," Edith beamed. "You are young yet there, kiddo," Archie said, pointing a finger at her. "Your ears have not opened fully." "Why do you always make jokes about Aunt Edith singing?" the girl asked, her brow furrowed. "They are not jokes," Archie replied with a heavy sigh. "They are my serious cries from the heart." "You always said you liked my singing when you were courting me," Edith reminded him, a playful smirk dancing on her lips. "Oh, well, Edith, geez," Archie grunted. "If everybody told the truth while they were courting, there would not be any marriages." "Archie, me and Steffi are going to practice," Edith announced, ignoring his cynicism. "You're going to be proud of us, are you not?" "Proud of us?" Archie mimicked, his voice full of mock horror. "If you really go on with this thing, Edith, I am liable to go out and change my name." "Archie, people love it," Edith argued. "That is entertainment." "Entertainment?" Archie spat the word out as if it were poison. "I hate entertainment. Entertainment is a thing of the past. Today we got television." "Can we do this one, Aunt Edith?" Steffi asked, holding up a piece of sheet music. "Sister Kate." "Oh, yeah," Edith agreed. "Remember Sister Kate, Archie?" "Oh, yeah," Archie grunted. "That was that dumb movie about nuns starring Ingrid Bernstein." No, Edith corrected him. "This is a good song. Now we're going to start and we're going to practice night and day so we get every note perfect." "Oh, good," Archie muttered under his breath, leaning back and closing his eyes as if bracing for a storm. "Went to a dance with my sister Kate," Edith began to sing, her voice filled with a jaunty rhythm. "Everyone there said she danced all great. I mean, you danced all great. I hope you are noting this down, Lord," Archie whispered to the ceiling, his hands clasped as if in prayer. "I am paying for sins here." "Went to a dance with my sister Kate," Edith continued, her enthusiasm only growing. "Everyone there said she danced all great. I realized I am paying for two," Archie groaned. "Then I got lost to something new," Edith sang, her feet tapping out a simple beat. "Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said she danced all great. I realized I am paying for two. Then I got lost to something new." The repetition became a mantra in the living room. Edith and Steffi moved in a coordinated, if slightly clumsy, dance, their voices rising and falling in an endless loop of practice. "Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said she danced all great. I realized I am paying for two. Then I got lost to something new. Will you leave me alone? Archie finally exploded, though it was clear his protests were being largely ignored. Listen, I could not go to that thing even if I wanted to. They're supposed to get busy in here tonight. I can handle it, Edith said, her focus never wavering from the performance. I think you want to go to the school show. I hate school shows, Archie shouted over the singing. I have hated school shows ever since I was this high. God, will I ever forget them? There was always some kid pounding the piano. And there was always some four-eyed sissy torching the violin. And some fat slob reciting poetry. And then there was always the black kid singing my Yiddish of mama. Hey, come on, Arch, a new voice called out. I got the cards ready. Archie turned to see his friend Harry waiting by the table. Okay, I will be right with you, he replied, grateful for the distraction. What is going on? Harry asked, gesturing toward the singing duo. This guy thinks he's going to take some money off me, Archie said, redirecting his grumpiness toward the game. Come on, get your dollar up. Where the hell is yours? Right here, Harry said, slapping a bill onto the table. Here it is. There's mine. What do we do? Archie asked, taking his seat. All right, now, Harry began, laying out the cards with the practiced ease of a regular player. Here is a pair of kings. Here is a pair of queens. Which pair do you take? Are you kidding? Archie asked, squinting at the cards.
No.
Which pair do I take? I take this pair. And I take this pair. Wait a minute, Archie said, stopping as Harry began to chuckle. What the hell are you laughing at there? What kind of a gag is this? There is no gag, Harry replied, his eyes dancing with mischief. You had your choice. All right. Well, I want another choice, Archie demanded, feeling the sting of a trick he had not quite figured out. Oh, no, Harry countered. Oh, yes, Archie insisted. I want to retain mine. Come on, get that dollar up there. Oh, well, I am being coerced, Harry sighed dramatically, putting another dollar down. All right, go ahead. What do you do? All right, now, Archie said, trying to mimic Harry's confidence. Like I said before, here is a pair of kings. Proceed him there. And here is a pair of queens.
Proceed the queen, yeah.
All right. Which pair do you take? Yeah, oh, the wise guy, Harry laughed. What do you think? I just drove him from Long Island on a load of turnips. This time you go first. Which pair do you take? I take this pair, Archie said firmly. All right. This is supposed to be the first game of chance. Will you give me a hand? You take a hand yourself there, Harry replied, still laughing. Oh, wait a minute, Archie said, seeing something in the cards. I got another one. Never mind the other one, Harry said, reaching for the pot. Just a minute. I tell you what. What do you want? Archie asked. It is for you, Harry said, pointing toward the door as Steffi came running in, her face pale and her eyes wide with panic. Just a minute, Archie told Harry. I do not want the other one. I want the same one. I will be back with you in a minute there. Wise guy. Hello, Steffi panted, her breath coming in short bursts. Oh, hello there, Rosemary, Archie said, using one of his many nicknames for her. Stephanie, she corrected him automatically. Shut up, you, Archie said, though there was a hint of concern in his eyes. Yeah, what do you want? Something awful has happened, Steffi cried. Aunt Edith cannot sing. Well, who said she ever could? Archie retorted, though he stood up from the table. I mean, she lost her voice, Steffi explained, her voice trembling. And the show is tonight, and she sounds terrible. Well, wait a minute, kiddo, Archie said, trying to keep his voice steady. Do not be upset. See, your Aunt Edith has not lost her voice. That is her voice. No, I mean, she cannot talk either, Steffi said, her eyes filling with tears. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out. Listen. She pulled Archie toward the kitchen where Edith was standing, looking desperate. Is that you, Edith? Archie asked. Edith opened her mouth, but only a faint, raspy wheeze emerged. I cannot talk. She seemed to gesture, her eyes wide.
See? Steffi said.
She sounds like she is in a bottle. Well, all right, Archie said, scratching his head. But what does she want me to do, huh? Friedman's Pharmacy. Pick up a prescription there, Steffi said, handing him a slip of paper. All right, tell her I will do that, Archie sighed. I will be right home.
Goodbye.
What happened, Arch? Harry asked as Archie walked back toward the table to grab his coat. There is something wrong with Edith, Archie said, his grumpiness replaced by a genuine, if begrudging, sense of duty. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out. You better hurry home so she can enjoy it, Harry joked. Oh, yeah, Archie said, not laughing. But, gee, I hope it is not that old trouble coming back, you know? Oh, gee, then it would be a kind of an emergency. I do not know what to do. Could you lend me a deuce for a cab? Oh, sure, Arch, Harry said, reaching into his pocket. Oh, yeah, Archie said, taking the money. Oh, gee, God bless you. But I think I will walk. Later that evening, the house was uncharacteristically quiet. Archie walked through the door, a small paper bag from the pharmacy in his hand. Hi, Edith there, he called out. I am home with your medicine here. Edith was sitting at the kitchen table, a notepad and pen in front of her. She looked up and waved weakly. Well, it is a new approach here, Archie remarked, setting the medicine down. Did Dr. Shapiro call you from his club or from his Lincoln Continental? Yeah, for the exam you are over the phone as usual, huh? Yeah, I hope he gave us a discount for distance. Listen, I want to take a look at your throat, Edith. Open up your mouth there. Edith obeyed, opening her mouth wide. Archie peered inside, squinting. It looks terrible in there, Edith, he pronounced with the authority of a man who knew very little about medicine. Hey, give me an ah. Edith took the pen and wrote a large AH on the notepad, holding it up for him to see. She writes me an ah, Archie muttered. Edith, listen. This could be serious, you know. I mean, maybe we ought to take you to see some kind of specialist. Can you remember what brought it on? Edith began to write furiously. No, do not write it, Edith, Archie said. Cannot you just tell me? You cannot talk. Well, do what you have done before on the phone, you know. Hiss it at me. Edith shook her head vigorously and wrote. The doctor says no whispering. Yeah, well, all right, go ahead, Archie sighed. Write it out to me. Edith. You got it? He watched as she scribbled line after line. What the hell are we doing here? He asked no one in particular. Edith, will you stifle yourself over there? Let me read this. Bring it over to me. Let us see what the hell she has got here. He took the notepad and began to read aloud, his voice flat. This thing happened once before in our family in 1943. In 1943, my Aunt Lou and Uncle Dalton were collecting rubber and tin cans for the scrap drive to win the war in Brooklyn. While I was crossing Flatbush Avenue, it was at the corner of DeKalb and Flatbush. Actually, it was very suspenseful. Only Aunt Lou knew that the DeKalb Avenue trolley was bearing down on them. Archie looked up from the pad. Could not Dalton hear the damn thing? Edith pointed back to the notepad. Oh, Uncle Dalton was hard of hearing, Archie read, and Aunt Lou had lost her voice. What a perfect pair. So she could not warn him. All of a sudden, he turned the page. All of a sudden what? They were hit by the trolley, he read. Killed, I hope. Edith shook her head and pointed to the next line. Aunt Lou is killed, Archie read. She got her voice back. Archie stared at her. Yeah, well, Dalton at least was killed. He looked at the notepad again. He got cauliflower ears, he read. He got his hearing back. Oh, Jesus, Archie groaned, dropping the notepad onto the table. Edith, where does all this leave us with regards to the question here at hand? The question was, how did you lose your voice? Edith's eyes welled with tears, and she began to sob silently, her shoulders shaking. Don't cry, Edith, Archie said, his voice softening despite himself. I do not care no more. Hi, Uncle Archie, Steffi said, walking into the room. Yeah, we are talking here, Archie said, though it was clearly a one-sided conversation. Are you any better, Aunt Edith? Steffi asked, her face full of worry. No, she is not no better. No, Archie answered for her. You hear that cough there? That is the smog over New York, does that see? And she is not liable to be better soon, either. A thing like this could take 2 or 3 days, maybe a year. Then we cannot be in the show tonight? Steffi asked, her voice cracking. Well, do not look so chest-fallen about it, Archie said, trying to be encouraging in his own unique way. That means that tomorrow morning you will not wake up dying of shame. You stay home tonight, and you watch television. That is the best thing to do. Hey, I see by the guide there that there is a good animal show on. You know, with that kindly old gent Marlins Pecos. You watch that. He is going to show you how an anaconda snake can swallow your whole Brazilian soldier. I have an idea, Steffi said, ignoring the suggestion of the snake show. You and me will go to the show. I will sing alone. You will play the piano. Archie looked at her as if she had suggested they fly to the moon. But Dr. Shapiro says you should not go out, he said, pointing at Edith. I do not think you would like it either. Uncle Archie would not like it.
So.
Steffi stared at him.
What?
So what? Archie asked. Are you stuck?
She asked.
Yeah, Archie admitted. You do not know how to play this game, do you? Steffi asked, a small smile appearing on her face. What do you mean? Archie asked. Do you not know that if you sit stuck here for 30 seconds or more, you are allowed to lift out the first down card, 3 clubs, play it on the red board, huh?
She asked.
That is cheating, Archie exclaimed. No, it is not, Steffi countered. That is 1978 rules. Oh, Archie muttered, stumped. The scene shifted to the local tavern, where the air was thick with the smell of stale beer and tobacco. Harry walked in, carrying a large loaf of bread. Here is your 2 pounds of rye here, Harry, Archie said, sliding it across the bar. You could have been a sport. When he just fell out, you could have taken a place and sung a little song with the kid. After that. Sorry, Dad, Harry said, taking the bread. Let me tell you something, Archie said, leaning over the bar. I am a businessman, see? And this world is to each its own. And I do not sing, so not to do not sell beer. Well, there is lots of parents there tonight taking pride in their kids, Harry reminded him. You do not understand me, Archie said, his voice lowering. This kid I got with me sings terrible. Oh yeah? Harry asked. Yeah, Archie confirmed. She is for me the sign of the family, is she not? Lord knows they all sing terrible over there. And then I gotta clue myself to her tonight. See? She is up in the bathtub. She sits down and the water is too hot. She lets out a high note that went through my head like a nail. Archie, Archie, a familiar voice shrieked, echoing through the tavern. Archie nearly jumped out of his skin. Guess what? Edith cried, running toward him, her voice as loud and clear as ever. I can guess you got your voice back, Archie said, rubbing his ear. Oh, yeah, Edith beamed, like Aunt Lou when she got hit by the truck. What hit you? Archie asked. The show, Edith said, her face glowing. Stephanie sang all by herself, and she won first prize. Hey, how is about Stephanie doing a number for us? Harry suggested, gesturing toward the small girl who had followed Edith into the bar. No, 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 Archie protested. Yeah, the regulars cheered.
Come on.
Hey, some of the customers might desire otherwise, you know? Archie said, looking around nervously. Oh, no, what a shame, Edith said, her face falling. Why do you not shut up? Archie told Harry. Because I am a 40-60 partner. Oh yeah? Archie retorted. Well, when they flop over there, you take over 40% of my exhilaration. Steffi took a deep breath, stepped into the center of the room, and began to sing. Her voice was confident, clear, and filled with a playful energy that immediately captured the room. I wish that I could shimmy like my sister Kate, she sang, her body moving to the rhythm. Shivers like a jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Sister Kate so right. Every boy in our neighborhood knows that she can shimmy, and it is understood. I know I am late, but I will be up to date when I can shimmy like my Sister Kate. The regulars began to clap along, their faces lighting up with genuine enjoyment. I wish that I could shimmy like my Sister Kate, Steffi continued, her enthusiasm infectious. Shivers like a jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Katie so right. At the corner she goes boom, shakalaka baka, boom, shakalaka baka. they are hot," someone shouted from the back. "All the boys in our neighborhood know she shakes it, and it is good," Steffi sang, leaning into the final notes. "I know I am late, but I will be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate." The bar erupted in applause. Steffi took a modest bow, her face flushed with success. "Hi," Archie said, stepping toward her. "Could I have a little privacy here? I will give you 60%. Cash it out." He looked at her, his usual mask of grumpiness slipping just a fraction to reveal a look of genuine pride. Is that what you have done at your school? Is that the way you have done it over there with the shakalaka, all of that? Did they clap for you there like they have done here?" "Well, it was pretty good," Steffi said, beaming. "It was," Archie admitted, his voice quiet. "And I have to tell you something. I am very sorry that I did not go to the school to see it." The room echoed in a collective moment of tenderness. As the music of the tavern faded and the family prepared to head home, the echoes of the song lingered in the air. A reminder that even in a world that felt like it was changing too fast, some things, like family, laughter, and a well-timed shimmy, remained timeless. Those, indeed, were the days, and these new days, filled with the bright voice of a young girl, were not so bad either. All in the Family was played to a studio audience for live responses, capturing the heartbeat of a household that, despite its bickering and its flaws, was bound together by a love that no amount of grumbling could ever truly hide. The sun was beginning to set over the quiet streets, casting long and amber shadows across the familiar facade of the house. Inside, the air was filled with a sense of nostalgia that seemed to hang as thick as the dust motes dancing in the light. It was a time for reflection, a time to remember the melodies that once defined a generation. Boy, the way Glenn Miller played, those songs that made the hit parade were more than just music. They were the heartbeat of an era. Guys like us, we had it made in those moments. Those were the days indeed. You knew exactly where you stood in the world. Girls were girls and men were men, without the confusion of the modern age. The world could truly use a man like Herbert Hoover again. In those times, we did not need a welfare state because everybody pulled his own weight. Even the old Los Alamos ran great back then. Those were the days that lived in the heart, etched into memory like a favorite song that never faded. Edith was in the kitchen, her voice calling out with that familiar, high-pitched cadence that could cut through any silence. "Archie," she called, her voice echoing against the tiled walls. "Oh, Archie." She wondered if he had come in, her heart fluttering with a mix of excitement and the simple joy of his presence. "Oh, it is you," she said, her eyes lighting up as she realized he was there. "You sounded just like your Uncle Archie for a moment," she noted with a gentle laugh. She had prepared a treat, something special for the occasion. "I have lady fingers for you," she offered, holding out the plate with a hopeful smile. But the response was a quiet no. "Thanks." Edith looked at them, trying to encourage him. "Oh, they are big," she insisted. "They could almost be lady thumbs," she joked, hoping to coax a smile. Again, the answer was a simple no. "Thanks." Edith paused, her motherly instincts sensing a shift in the atmosphere. "Well, what is the matter?" she asked, her voice softening with genuine concern. "Nothing," came the reply, but she knew better. "Did something go wrong at school?" She pressed, but the answer was still a firm no. "Oh, come on," Edith said, stepping closer. "You are sad about something, I can tell." But the response was unexpected. "I am happy," the voice said, though the eyes told a different story. "Oh, no, you're not," Edith countered gently. "Come on, tell me what is going on." "I am lucky," the child replied. "All the other kids have to find songs to sing and poems to recite for the big event, but not me." Edith tilted her head, confused.
"What are you talking about?"
she asked. "They're getting ready for Parents and Children Night," the explanation came, "and so that lets me out."
"Why?"
Edith asked, her heart breaking just a little. "Because I do not have any parents." "Oh, of course you do," Edith said immediately, her voice full of warmth and conviction. "Well, you have me and Archie. As long as you are living here, we are your mommy and daddy." "I am the mommy," she added with a playful wink. Oh, I could be in the show with you if you want. I could sing.
I knew you would like that.
She could see the spark of hope returning. Now, let us see. What shall we do? Oh, I know. Little Glowworm. Oh, people always love that one. Edith began to sing, her voice rising in a cheerful, if somewhat off-key, melody. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. Come on and sing with me, she encouraged. It does not matter if you do not know the words perfectly. Just do what I do, and you will be perfect. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer. They began to practice, the kitchen filling with the sound of their combined effort. We are standing too far apart, Edith noted. We want to hear your sweet voice. It is calling us. Suddenly, the front door opened, and the atmosphere shifted. Give me a break over here, will you? Archie grumbled as he walked in. Aiden, Carson. Hi, Archie. The greeting came, but Archie was already in his usual state of mild irritation. Geez, I feel like I have been gunned down here, he complained. What the hell is this? The singing dingbats? Oh, guess what? Edith started to say, but Archie cut her off. Well, I guess that, he said. Where? At school, she explained, for parent and children night. Archie looked at them both, his expression one of pure disbelief. 2 years, he began, you are not going to go out there and sing that in front of the world. In front of all those parents, their other acquaintances and neighbors and near neighbors. And in front of you, Edith added hopefully. Oh, no, Archie said, shaking his head. Oh, no. I am not going to be there, Rita. Oh, yes, you are, she insisted. I am not going to be there, Rita, he repeated. In fact, you might as well run out and buy me some chopsticks. What for? Edith asked. Because if you two go on with this in public, I am going to be hiding in China, he declared. Aunt Edith singing is not so bad, the young Stephanie piped up in defense. Thank you, Edith said, feeling a small victory. Archie just sighed. You are young yet there, kiddo, he told Stephanie. Your ears have not opened fully yet. Stephanie looked at him with innocent curiosity. Why do you always make jokes about Aunt Edith singing? She asked. They are not jokes, Archie replied solemnly. They are my serious cries from the heart. Edith looked at him, a mischievous glint in her eye. You always said you liked my singing when you were courting me, she reminded him. Archie groaned. Oh, well, Edith, geez. If everybody told the truth while they were courting, there would be no marriages at all. Archie, me and Stephanie are going to practice, Edith announced, undeterred. You are going to be proud of us, are you not? Proud of us? Archie questioned. If you really go on with this thing, Edith, I am liable to go out and change my name. Archie, people love it, she argued. That is entertainment. Entertainment? Archie scoffed. I hate entertainment. Entertainment is a thing of the past. Today, we have television. Stephanie, however, was already looking for the next song. Can we do this one, Aunt Edith? Sister Kate? Oh, yeah, Edith agreed. Remember Sister Kate? Archie? Archie squinted, trying to recall. Oh, yeah, he said. That was that dumb movie about nuns starring Ingrid Bernstein. No, Edith corrected him. This is a good song. Now, we're going to start and we're going to practice night and day so we get every note perfect. Oh, good, Stephanie said. They began to sing together. Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said, she danced all great. I mean, you danced all great. Archie looked toward the ceiling. I hope you are noting this down, Lord, he muttered. I am paying for sins here. They continued, their voices blending in a way that only family could. Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said she danced all great. Archie shook his head. I realized I am paying for two, he said to himself. Then I got lost to something new. The practice continued, the same lines repeating as they strove for perfection. Went to a dance with my sister Kate. Everyone there said she danced all great. I realized I am paying for two. Then I got lost to something new. Again and again, the lyrics filled the room. Archie was reaching his limit. Will you leave me alone? He finally shouted. Listen, I could not go to that thing even if I wanted to. They're supposed to get busy in here tonight. I can handle it. I think you want to go to the school show. I hate school shows, Archie declared with a wave of his hand. I have hated school shows ever since I was this high. God, will I ever forget them? There was always some kid pounding the piano, he recalled with a grimace. And there was always some four-eyed sissy torching the violin. And some fat slob reciting 3. And then there was always the black kid singing my Yiddish of mama. He turned away, wanting to change the subject. Hey, come on, Arch, the call came from the other room. I have the cards ready. Okay. I will be right with you, Archie replied. What is going on? Someone asked. This guy thinks he is going to take some money off me, Archie explained, his competitive spirit rising. Come on, get your dollar up. Where the hell is yours? Right here, the reply came. Here it is. There is mine. Archie laid out the cards. All right, now. Here is a pair of kings. Here is a pair of queens.
Which pair do you take?
Are you kidding? The other man asked. No. Which pair do I take? I take this pair, and I take this pair. Wait a minute, Archie said, noticing the laughter. What the hell are you laughing at there? What kind of a gag is this? There is no gag, the man replied. You had your choice. All right, well, I want another choice, Archie insisted. Oh no, came the response. Oh, yes, Archie countered. I want to retain mine. Come on, get that dollar up there. Oh, well, I am being coerced, the man sighed. All right, go ahead. What do you do? Archie set the game up again. All right, now, like I said before, here is a pair of kings, proceed him there. And here's a pair of queens, proceed the queen, yeah. All right, which pair do you take? Yeah, oh, the wise guy, Archie muttered. What do you think? I just drove him from Long Island on a load of turnips. This time you go first. Which pair do you take? I take this pair, the man said. Archie threw his hands up. All right, this is supposed to be the first game of chance. Will you give me a hand? You take a hand yourself there, the man replied. Oh, wait a minute, I have another one, Archie said. Never mind the other one, the man countered. Just a minute, I tell you what.
What do you want?
It is for you, Archie said as the phone began to ring. Just a minute, I do not want the other one. I want the same one. I will be back with you in a minute there, wise guy. Archie picked up the phone.
Hello, he said.
Oh, hello there, Rosemary. It was Stephanie. Shut up, all of you. He barked at the room. Yeah, what do you want? Something awful has happened, Stephanie cried over the line. Aunt Edith cannot sing. Well, who said she ever could? Archie retorted. I mean, she lost her voice, Stephanie explained. And the show is tonight, and she sounds terrible. Well, wait a minute, kiddo, Archie said, his tone shifting slightly. Do not be upset. See, your Aunt Edith has not lost her voice. That is her voice. No, I mean she cannot talk either, Stephanie said, sounding frantic. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out. Listen. Archie listened, but all he heard was silence and a faint rasp. Is that you, Edith? He asked. I cannot talk, a whisper came through.
See?
She sounds like she is in a bottle, Stephanie said. Well, all right, but what does she want me to do, huh? Archie asked. Friedman Pharmacy. Pick up a prescription there, came the instructions. All right, tell her I will do that, Archie said. I will be right home.
Goodbye.
What happened, Arch? His friend asked. There is something wrong with Edith, Archie replied. She opens her mouth and nothing comes out. You better hurry home so she can enjoy it, the friend joked. Oh, yeah, but gee, I hope it is not that old trouble coming back, you know? Archie said, a flicker of real worry in his eyes. Oh, gee, then it would be a kind of an emergency. I do not know what to do. Could you lend me a deuce for a cab? Oh, sure, Arch, the friend said, reaching for his wallet. Oh, yeah. Oh, gee, God bless you. But I think I will walk, Archie decided, pocketing the money. Archie arrived home and found Edith sitting on the sofa, looking miserable. Hi, Edith there, he said. I am home with your medicine here. Well, it is a new approach here. Did Dr. Shapiro call you from his club or from his Lincoln Continental? Yeah, for the exam you're over the phone as usual, huh? Yeah, I hope he gave us a discount for distance. Listen, I want to take a look at your throat, Edith. Open up your mouth there. Archie peered inside. It looks terrible in there, Edith, he said, though he was no expert. Hey, give me an ah. Edith did not speak. Instead, she took a piece of paper and wrote something down. She writes me an ah? Archie sighed. Edith, listen. This could be serious, you know? I mean, maybe we ought to take you to see some kind of specialist. Can you remember what brought it on? No, do not write it, Edith. Cannot you just tell me? You cannot talk. Well, do what you have done before on the phone, you know. Hiss it at me. The doctor says no whispering, Stephanie translated from the side. Yeah, well, all right, go ahead, Archie said. Write it out to me. Edith. You got it? What the hell are we doing here? Edith, will you stifle yourself over there? Let me read this. Bring it over to me. Let us see what the hell she has got here. He began to read the note aloud. This thing happened once before in our family in 1943. In 1943, my Aunt Lou and Uncle Dalton were collecting rubber and tin cans for the scrap drive to win the war in Brooklyn. While I was crossing Flatbush Avenue, it was at the corner of DeKalb and Flatbush. Actually, it was very suspenseful, Archie noted, getting into the story. Only Aunt Lou knew that the DeKalb Avenue trolley was bearing down on them. Could not Dalton hear the damn thing? Oh, Uncle Dalton was hard of hearing, and Aunt Lou had lost her voice. What a perfect pair, Archie remarked. So she could not warn him. All of a sudden what? Stephanie asked, leaning in. They were hit by the trolley, Archie read. Killed, I hope, he added cynically. Aunt Lou was killed, the note continued. She got her voice back, Archie read.
Yeah.
Well, Dalton at least was killed, he guessed. He got cauliflower ears, the note said. He got his hearing back. Oh, Jesus, Archie sighed. Edith, where does all this leave us with regards to the question here at hand? The question was, how did you lose your voice? Don't cry, Edith. I do not care no more. Hi, Uncle Archie, Stephanie said, trying to get his attention. Yeah, we're talking here, Archie said. Are you any better, Aunt Edith? Stephanie asked. No, she is no better, no, Archie answered for her. You hear that cough there? That is the smog over New York that does that, see? And she is not liable to be better soon, either. A thing like this could take 2 or 3 days, maybe a year. Then we cannot be in the show tonight? Stephanie asked, her voice small. Well, do not look so crestfallen about it, Archie said, trying to be comforting in his own way. That means that tomorrow morning you will not wake up dying of shame. You stay home tonight and you watch television. That is the best thing to do. Hey, I see by the guide there that there is a good animal show on. You know, with that kindly old gentleman Marlon Pecos. You watch that. He is going to show you how an anaconda snake can swallow your whole Brazilian soldier. I have an idea, Stephanie said, ignoring the snake story. You and me will go to the show. I will sing alone. You will play the piano. Archie balked at the idea. But Dr. Shapiro says you should not go out, he argued. I do not think you would like it either. Uncle Archie would not like it.
So.
What? Archie asked. So what? Are you stuck?
Yeah.
You do not know how to play this game, do you? What do you mean? Archie asked. Do not you know that if you sit stuck here for 30 seconds or more, you're allowed to lift out the first down card, 3 clubs, play it on the red board, huh? That is cheating, Stephanie cried. No, it is not, Archie claimed. That is 1,978 rules. Later that evening, Archie was at the bar, still grumbling about the situation. Here is your 2 pounds of rye here, Harry, he said, sliding the bottle across. You could have been a sport, Harry remarked. When he just fell out, you could have taken a place and sung a little song with the kid. After that. Sorry, Dad, Archie replied. Let me tell you something. I am a businessman, see? And this world is to each its own. And I do not sing so as to not sell beer. Well, there are lots of parents there tonight taking pride in their kids, Harry noted. You do not understand me, Archie said. This kid I have with me sings terrible. Oh, yeah? Harry asked. Yeah, Archie confirmed. She is for me the sign of the family, is she not? Lord knows they all sing terrible over there. And then I got a clue myself to her tonight, see? She is up in the bathtub. She sits down and the water is too hot. She lets out a high note that went through my head like a nail. Suddenly, the door burst open. Archie, Archie, Edith cried out. Guess what? I can guess you got your voice back, Archie said, not even looking up. Oh, yeah, Edith said, beaming. Like Aunt Lou when she got hit by the truck. What hit you? Archie asked.
The show.
Edith exclaimed. Stephanie sang all by herself, and she won first prize. Hey, how about Stephanie doing a number for us? Someone suggested. No, 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 Archie said, trying to stop it. Yeah, come on, the crowd encouraged. Hey, some of the customers might desire otherwise, you know? Archie warned. Oh, no, what a shame, Edith said. Why do you call him shut up? Archie snapped at Harry. Because I am a 40-60 partner, Harry reminded him. Oh, yeah? Well, when they flop over there, you take over 40% of my ulceration, Archie retorted. Stephanie stepped up, ready to perform. I wish that I could shimmy like my sister Kate, she began, her voice surprisingly strong. Shivers like a jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Sister Kate so right. Every boy in our neighborhood knows that she can shimmy, and it is understood. I know I am late, but I will be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. She continued, the room falling silent as they watched her. I wish that I could shimmy like my sister Kate. Shivers like a jelly on a plate. My mama wanted to know last night why all the boys treat Katie so right. At the corner she goes boom, shaka laka baka boom, shaka laka baka. They're hot, she sang, adding a little dance move. All the boys in our neighborhood know she shakes it, who, and it is good. I know I am late, but I will be up to date when I can shimmy like my sister Kate. The bar erupted in applause. Stephanie was glowing with pride. Archie looked at her, a rare expression of genuine warmth and surprise crossing his face. Hi, he said as she finished. Could I have a little privacy here? I will give you 60%. Cash it out. He looked at Stephanie. Is that what you have done at your school? Is that the way you have done it over there with the shakalaka, all of that? Did they clap for you there like they have done here? Well, it was pretty good, Stephanie admitted.
It was.
Archie nodded slowly. And I have to tell you something, he said, his voice unusually soft. I am very sorry that I did not go to the school to see it. Edith cooed, her heart melting at the sight of Archie admitting he was wrong. It was a moment of pure connection, a reminder that despite the grumbling and the disagreements, family was the melody that tied them all together. All in the Family was played to a studio audience for live responses, and in that small bar, the response was one of pure, unadulterated joy. The sun was beginning to dip below the horizon of Queens, casting long, golden shadows across the rows of houses that stood as silent witnesses to the changing tides of time. In the residence of the Bunker family, the air was often thick with the scent of home-cooked meals and the vibrant, sometimes boisterous, sounds of life. This was a place where the past and the present lived in a delicate balance, where memories of a bygone era frequently surfaced in the quiet moments of the day. Archie sat in his favorite chair, the worn fabric conforming to his frame like an old friend. His mind often drifted back to the days of his youth, a time when the world seemed to have a clearer sense of order. He remembered the way the music of Glenn Miller used to fill the air, the melodies drifting from the radio, and creating a soundtrack for a generation. Those were the songs that made the hit parade, tunes that people knew by heart and sang with a sense of shared identity. For men like Archie, those were the days when they felt they had it made. Life was predictable, the roles of men and women were clearly defined, and there was a comforting certainty in the way things were run. He often thought of the era of Herbert Hoover, a time before the complexities of the modern welfare state, when every individual was expected to pull their own weight and contribute to the collective strength of the nation. In his memory, even the atmosphere of Los Alamos seemed to run with a precision and purpose that felt missing from the world he now inhabited. In the kitchen, the heart of the home, Edith was busy. She was a woman of boundless energy and a heart that seemed to overflow with kindness. The kitchen was her domain, a place where she performed the daily miracles of domestic life. She called out for Archie, her voice a familiar, high-pitched trill that echoed through the hallway. She wondered if he had come in, her spirit lifting at the thought of his return. When she realized it was him, she felt a surge of simple happiness. She had been preparing a treat, something sweet to brighten the afternoon. She had made lady fingers, those delicate, airy sponge cakes that were a favorite in their household. She looked at them with a smile, noting to herself that they had turned out quite large. In fact, she mused, they could almost be called lady thumbs. Stephanie entered the room, her youthful face carrying a weight that seemed too heavy for her years. Edith, with her keen maternal instinct, noticed the shadow in the girl's eyes immediately. She offered the lady fingers, but Stephanie declined with a quiet shake of her head. Something was clearly wrong. Edith pressed gently, sensing that the girl was troubled. Despite Stephanie's insistence that she was happy and lucky, Edith knew better. She encouraged the girl to share what was on her mind. Stephanie explained that her school was preparing for a special event called Parents and Children's Night. It was an evening where students would perform songs and recite poems for their families. For Stephanie, however, the upcoming event brought a sense of isolation. She felt that she did not belong because she did not have parents in the traditional sense. Edith stopped what she was doing and looked at the girl with a gaze filled with warmth and reassurance. She reminded Stephanie that as long as she was living in their home, she and Archie were her mommy and her daddy. Edith declared herself the mommy with a firm, loving nod. She proposed that they could be in the show together. She offered to sing with Stephanie, an idea that slowly began to light a spark of hope in the girl's eyes. Edith suggested the song Little Glowworm, a classic tune that she believed everyone would love. She began to sing, her voice reaching for the notes with an earnest passion. Glow, little glowworm, glimmer, glimmer, she sang, encouraging Stephanie to join in. She told the girl that it did not matter if she did not know the words. She should simply follow Edith's lead, and everything would be perfect. They stood together in the kitchen, their voices rising in a humble duet. Edith wanted to hear Stephanie's sweet voice, believing it was a gift that should be shared with the world. Meanwhile, the scene shifted to the local tavern where Archie spent much of his time. The atmosphere was a sharp contrast to the warmth of the kitchen. It was a place of clinking glasses, low murmurs, and the occasional burst of laughter. Archie was engaged in a conversation with his friends, expressing his usual frustrations with the world. He felt as though he were under constant pressure, describing himself as feeling gunned down by the demands of life. When Archie returned home, he was greeted by the sight and sound of what he referred to as the singing dingbats. He was incredulous to find Edith and Stephanie practicing their routine for the school show. His reaction was one of immediate and vocal disapproval. He could not conceive of the two of them performing in front of a public audience, which would include neighbors, acquaintances, and even near neighbors. He stated firmly that he would not be there to witness it. He went so far as to suggest that he would rather hide in China than be associated with such a performance. Archie told Stephanie that her ears had not fully opened yet if she thought Edith's singing was good. He viewed the entire endeavor with a sense of dread, fearing the embarrassment it might bring to his name. Edith, however, was not easily discouraged. She reminded Archie that he had once claimed to like her singing when they were courting. Archie countered with a cynical remark, suggesting that if truth were a requirement for marriage, many unions would never have taken place. He expressed a deep disdain for modern entertainment, preferring the solitary experience of watching television. Stephanie, hoping to find a song that Archie might actually enjoy, suggested Sister Kate. Edith remembered it fondly, though Archie confused it with a movie starring Ingrid Bernstein. They decided to practice the song night and day, determined to make every note perfect. As they began to sing and move to the rhythm, Archie felt as though he were being punished for past transgressions. He watched as they sang about dancing with Sister Kate, his frustration mounting with every repetition of the lyrics. As the days passed, Archie continued to resist the idea of attending the show. He claimed that he had to be at the tavern because things were expected to get busy. He expressed a long-standing hatred for school shows, recalling childhood memories of students playing the piano poorly and sissies performing on the violin. He viewed these events as a source of endless boredom and irritation. Back at the tavern, Archie engaged in a game of chance with his friend Harry. They wagered $1, and Archie attempted to use a clever trick involving pairs of kings and queens to win the bet. The game was interrupted by a phone call from the house. It was Stephanie, and she sounded deeply distressed. She informed Archie that something awful had happened. Edith had lost her voice. On the very evening of the show, she found herself unable to speak or sing. Stephanie was worried that the performance would have to be canceled. Archie, initially skeptical, listened as Stephanie explained that Edith could not even whisper. It sounded as if her voice were trapped inside a bottle. Archie promised to pick up a prescription at the pharmacy and return home immediately. Upon his arrival, Archie found Edith communicating through written notes. He examined her throat and declared that it looked terrible. He wondered if they should seek the help of a specialist and tried to understand what had brought on this sudden condition. Edith wrote a long story about her Aunt Lou and Uncle Dalton from 1943. She described how they had been collecting scrap metal during the war and how Aunt Lou had lost her voice at a critical moment. Because she could not speak, she was unable to warn her hard-of-hearing husband about an oncoming trolley. The shock of the accident eventually brought her voice back, but the story provided little comfort to the current situation. Archie was frustrated by the long, rambling explanation. He was more concerned with the immediate problem of the school show. Stephanie was heartbroken, realizing that they could not perform together as planned. Archie, in his own way, tried to offer a silver lining by suggesting that she would not have to face the potential shame of a public failure. He encouraged her to stay home and watch a television program about animals. However, Stephanie was determined. She decided that she would go to the show and perform alone. She asked Archie if he would accompany her and play the piano, but he refused, citing his lack of musical ability and his commitment to his business. The evening of the show arrived. While Edith and Stephanie were at the school, Archie was at the tavern, talking with Harry. Harry suggested that Archie should have been more supportive of the girl. Archie admitted that the family lacked a natural talent for singing and that he had been pained by Edith's high notes in the past. Suddenly, the door opened and Edith and Stephanie returned. To Archie's surprise, Edith had regained her voice. The excitement and the pressure of the evening had seemingly cured her, much like the story of her Aunt Lou. She joyfully announced that Stephanie had performed by herself and had won the first prize. The atmosphere in the tavern changed as the news settled in. There was a sense of genuine pride and celebration. Edith encouraged Stephanie to perform her winning number for the customers. Stephanie began to sing Sister Kate with a newfound confidence and energy. Her voice was clear, and her movements were full of life. The patrons of the tavern, usually a tough audience, were captivated by her performance. They clapped and cheered as she finished her song. Archie, watching from his usual spot, felt a wave of emotion that he rarely allowed himself to show. He realized that he had missed a moment of great importance in the girl's life. He looked at Stephanie and told her that he was very sorry he had not gone to the school to see her. The night ended with a sense of warmth and connection. The Bunker household, with all its quirks and disagreements, was a place where love ultimately prevailed. The music of Sister Kate lingered in the air, a reminder that even in a changing world, the simple joys of family and the courage to stand alone could create memories that would last a lifetime. It was a night of triumph for Stephanie, a moment of vocal restoration for Edith, and a rare instance of humble reflection for Archie. Together, they navigated the complexities of their lives with a resilient spirit and a bond that remained unbroken. The living room of the Bunker household was filled with the echoes of a piano and the familiar voices of Archie and Edith. They sat side by side, their voices blending in a nostalgic melody that spoke of a time when the world seemed simpler. They sang about the way Glenn Miller played and the songs that made the hit parade. To men like Archie, those were the days when they felt they had it made. It was a time when you knew where you were, when girls were girls and men were men. Archie often felt that the world could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. In his mind, there was no need for a welfare state because everybody pulled his weight. Even the memory of old Los Alamos seemed to run great in those days. Edith moved into the kitchen, her voice trailing after her as she called out for Archie. She thought she heard him come in, but the house remained quiet for a moment. When she realized it was not her husband, she laughed softly to herself. She had been expecting him, but instead, she found young Stephanie. Edith told the girl that she sounded just like her uncle Archie. To welcome her home, Edith offered her some lady fingers she had prepared. When Stephanie declined, Edith joked that they were so big they could be called lady thumbs. However, she quickly noticed that something was wrong. Stephanie looked sad, though the girl tried to claim she was happy. Edith, with her maternal intuition, knew better. She encouraged Stephanie to share what was bothering her. Stephanie finally admitted that she felt lucky in a strange way. While all the other children at school had to find songs to sing and poems to recite for the upcoming Parents and Children's Night, she felt she was left out. She explained that since she did not have any parents, she did not have to participate. Edith immediately gathered the girl into a warm embrace. She told Stephanie that as long as she was living in their house, Archie and Edith were her mommy and daddy. Edith declared herself the mommy and offered to be in the show with her. The idea of singing together brought a spark of joy back to Stephanie's eyes. Edith began to brainstorm what they could perform. She suggested a classic tune called Little Glowworm, a song she was sure everyone would love. She started to sing, encouraging Stephanie to join in. Even if the girl did not know the words, Edith told her to just follow her lead, and everything would be perfect. They practiced together, their voices rising as they sang about the glimmer of the little glowworm. Edith urged Stephanie to stand closer and let her sweet voice be heard, as if it were calling to them. Suddenly, Archie entered the room, feeling overwhelmed by the singing. He joked that he felt like he had been gunned down by the noise. He looked at them and asked what on earth was going on, calling them singing dingbats. When Edith excitedly told him about the show at school for Parents and Children's Night, Archie's reaction was far from supportive. He told Stephanie that she could not go out and sing in front of the world, including all the parents, neighbors, and acquaintances. He flatly refused to be there, even when Edith insisted he must. Archie went so far as to say he might as well go buy some chopsticks. When Edith asked why, he replied that if the two of them went on with the show in public, he would be hiding in China to avoid the embarrassment. Stephanie, defending her aunt, said that Edith's singing was not so bad. Archie told the girl that she was still young and her ears had not fully opened yet. He claimed his jokes about Edith's singing were actually serious cries from his heart. Edith reminded him that he used to say he liked her singing when he was courting her. Archie countered that if everyone told the truth while courting, there would be no marriages at all. Despite Archie's grumbling, Edith and Stephanie decided to practice night and day. Edith wanted every note to be perfect so that Archie would eventually be proud of them. Archie threatened to change his name if they went through with it, but Edith insisted that people loved that kind of entertainment. Archie, in his typical fashion, declared that he hated entertainment and considered it a thing of the past, especially now that they had television. Stephanie suggested a different song, one called Sister Kate. Edith remembered it fondly and asked Archie if he recalled it. Archie mistakenly thought it was a movie about nuns starring Ingrid Bernstein, but Edith corrected him. They began to sing about going to a dance with Sister Kate and how everyone said she danced so great. Archie looked toward the ceiling, jokingly telling the Lord that he was paying for his sins by listening to them. As they sang about dancing and losing themselves to something new, Archie grew more frustrated, eventually begging them to leave him alone. Archie tried to find an excuse not to attend the show. He claimed that the bar would be busy that night, but Harry, his partner, said he could handle it. Harry believed Archie actually wanted to go to the school show, but Archie adamantly denied it. He claimed to have hated school shows since he was a small child. He vividly recalled kids pounding on pianos, sissy children playing the violin with glasses on, and others reciting poetry. He even mentioned a memory of a child singing a song that did not seem to fit the occasion. To distract himself, Archie turned to a game of cards with Harry. He was confident he could take some money from his friend. They placed their dollars down, and Archie presented a choice between a pair of kings and a pair of queens. When Harry made his choice, Archie felt cheated by the outcome, though Harry insisted there was no gag. They tried again, with Archie becoming increasingly agitated as he tried to figure out the trick. He accused Harry of being a wise guy from Long Island. Their game was interrupted by a phone call. It was Stephanie, calling from the school in a state of panic. She told Archie that something awful had happened and that Edith could not sing. Archie joked that nobody ever said she could, but Stephanie clarified that Edith had actually lost her voice. The show was that very night, and Edith sounded terrible. In fact, she could not even talk. When Archie spoke to Edith on the phone, her voice was nothing more than a faint hiss. She sounded as if she were trapped in a bottle. Archie realized it was a bit of an emergency and promised to pick up a prescription at Friedman's pharmacy and come straight home. Harry joked that Archie should hurry home so Edith could enjoy her silence, but Archie was genuinely concerned. He worried that an old health trouble might be returning. He even asked Harry for $2 for a cab, though he ultimately decided to walk. When Archie arrived home, he tried to examine Edith's throat. He grumbled about the doctor giving exams over the phone from a country club, hoping for a discount for the distance. He asked Edith to say, but since she could not speak, she wrote the word on a piece of paper. Archie became worried that the situation was serious and suggested seeing a specialist. He asked if she could remember what caused the loss of voice, but he told her not to write it down, hoping she could just tell him. Edith wrote a long explanation instead. She reminded Archie of a similar event that happened in their family in the year 1943. At that time, her Aunt Lou and Uncle Dalton were collecting scrap metal for the war effort in Brooklyn. While crossing Flatbush Avenue, a trolley was bearing down on them. Because Dalton was hard of hearing and Lou had lost her voice, she could not warn him. They were both hit by the trolley. In a strange twist of fate, the shock caused Lou to get her voice back, while Dalton gained his hearing back, though he ended up with cauliflower ears. Archie was baffled by the story and asked where it left them regarding Edith's current problem. He told her not to cry, saying he did not care about the explanation anymore. Stephanie entered, looking sad, and Archie confirmed that Edith was no better. He blamed the smog over New York for her cough and predicted it might take days, or even a year for her to recover. He told Stephanie that they could not be in the show, suggesting she stay home and watch television instead. He mentioned an animal show where a snake might swallow a soldier, thinking that would be better entertainment. Stephanie then had a brave idea. She suggested that she go to the show and sing alone while Archie played the piano. Archie tried to use the doctor's orders as an excuse, saying Edith should stay in. He felt stuck, but Harry, who was also there, encouraged him to be a sport. Harry pointed out that many parents would be there taking pride in their children. Archie argued that Stephanie sang terribly and that his family was known for being bad singers. He recalled a high note Edith had hit in the bathtub earlier that day that felt like a nail going through his head. Suddenly, Edith and Stephanie returned from the school, and Edith had her voice back. Just like her Aunt Lou, the excitement of the show had cured her. She proudly announced that Stephanie had performed all by herself and won first prize. The atmosphere in the room shifted from tension to joy. They asked Stephanie to perform her winning number for everyone. Though Archie initially worried about what the customers at the bar might think, Harry encouraged her to go ahead. Stephanie began to sing and dance with confidence. She sang about wishing she could shimmy like her sister Kate, shaking like jelly on a plate. She sang about how all the boys in the neighborhood thought Katie was so right because of the way she moved. She performed with a rhythmic energy, making sounds like boom shakalaka baka. The crowd was delighted, and even Archie found himself moved by the performance. After she finished, Archie asked for a moment of privacy. He looked at Stephanie and asked if that was truly how she had performed at school, with all the shakalaka movements. When she confirmed it and told him how the audience had cheered, Archie felt a wave of pride. He looked at the young girl who had become such an important part of their lives and admitted that he was very sorry he had not gone to the school to see her win. It was a moment of genuine connection and warmth, proving that even a man as stubborn as Archie Bunker could be touched by the talent and spirit of a child.